Oh, hey y'all, how's it going? Fatty here today, bringing you another Ark how-to video. Today, I'm bringing you the full Wyvern guide. Everything today from eggs, where to find them, what kind of RG you need, the incubation, time period, exactly what you need to do it, hatching time, milk spoil time, everything that you need to know, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so starting us off here, eggs and dragons can be found at the southwest corner of the map at 74 latitude, 22 longitude, stretching to about 75 latitude and 30 longitude. At the very southwest corner of the map, you can see this brown stretch of mountains. It's going to be kind of found on the back side of the mountain in a valley. Now, as you're flying through this valley, what you're going to notice is there's going to be little cutouts in the side, and there's going to be possible nests in those. Now, not everyone's going to have them. They kind of spawn periodically, and they are spawned based on the dragons in the area. So if you see a really high level dragon, you know, chances are that there could be a high level egg in there, so keep your eyes out for that. So what you want to do is kind of find an area where you don't see a lot of dragons like I do here. Then you're going to kind of fly down by that nest. You're going to land. You're going to hop out real quick, have your RG facing out towards the open area. You don't want to have to turn your RG around, because when these dragons come, you pick up the egg and you start to fly around. You're going to come up this the cliff face, fly over it. You're going to turn around and you're going to look, and there's going to be a ton of dragons. So you know what? You should probably not look. You should probably just keep on flying. Now, when you look at the Ark Wiki, they say the dragons comparative to the RG speed is they're going to be flying at about 175 movement speed, and you're going to need about 200 movement speed. Now, if you're playing on official, that's going to be all your points into movement speed. So you're going to need to aim a high level RG so they can take a couple hits just in case those dragons get close up on you. Now that you got yourself an egg, what you're going to need to do is incubate it. Now, there's three primary ways that you'll find that people incubate it: standing torches, campfires, and air conditioners. Now, I did a couple different setups to kind of show you what you're going to need to do to incubate the eggs. The first method I'm going to show you is using standing torches. Now, you're going to need 8 of these standing torches going to keep this egg incubating. If you want to place them around in a circle so that the egg can be in the middle. Now, as I can show you, there's going to be 8 of them. I'm going to shut one off and show you that at the very bottom of the egg stats, it's going to show too cold. When I flip it back on, it's going to go to incubating. So that's how you know that you're at the right temperature. Next, I'm going to show you the campfires. Again, you're going to go in a nice circle around this one. And now this is going to be 9 campfires, which is really surprising. I thought those were going to be more cost efficient or more effective. Because the standing torches are more cost efficient, you don't have to spend as much resources on them, but you're actually going to take a little bit more. So that's going to be 9 campfires versus the 8 standing torches. But you can see I'm going to flicker one on and off to show you that it is too cold versus incubating, which is just right. And the last method is going to be the air conditioners. Now, this one's about the same. You're going to need 8 of them to 9 of them. I found it kind of depends. When we were doing this, I didn't get the footage of it, but it took 8 air conditioners to get it to the right temperature for that incubation. Now, when I was looking at the wiki, it says about 6 hours for an incubation time. I kind of found it was a little bit longer in the few playthroughs that I've done hatching dragons. So I definitely would take a look at that. It's going to be a little bit longer than 6 hours, so be prepared for that. Now that you put all that time and energy into hatching that beautiful little dragon baby, what you're going to want to do is go get some milk. But before we actually head out and get that milk, what you're going to want to do is prepare by getting yourself some preserving salts. Now, what this will do is going to double the length of the spoil timer. So if you put some in your RG and on your person, it's going to make that milk last a little bit longer for the trip back home to your baby dragon. And also, if you put some in a preserving bin, if you have any extra milk that you don't want to use right away, you can put it in there, and it's going to make it last longer than it will in your dragon's inventory. So now that we got that out of the way, we got some preserving salts in our inventory and our RG's inventory. We're going to go back to the location that I told you earlier in the southwest corner of the map on the backside of the mountain, and we're going to go find either an alpha or a female dragon. Now, we're going to have to knock them out or kill them. So what I'd like to recommend to do is build a little house. Now, they cannot fly through dinosaur gates, but they can fly through behemoth gates. So what I would like to do is build any kind of structure that will allow a dragon to fly in, so a behemoth-sized structure, fly in, but I like to line the back with just open dinosaur gates so I can fly through with my RG. So now the most common place to find alphas are going to be on these back corners. Now, if you're playing on an official server, there's no way that you're going to be able to tackle an alpha with any kind of dinosaur, so you're going to need to stack up on lots of ammunition. If you're going to play on a server with some boosted dino stats, you might be able to take it out with a couple RGs, maybe a couple other dragons if you already have some, or some of the tougher dinos like a rock golem or a T-Rex, but you will not be able to tackle it otherwise. You're going to need a really fast RG, so again, that 200 movement speed to be able to kind of get inside this trap and go out the other end. Now, if you do manage to actually get one of these bad boys in it, what you're going to need to do is make sure it's a female, and you're going to need to trank it down, and it doesn't take a ton of tranquilizers. It's going to take about 15 to 25 tranquilizers, depending on the level, to knock that bad boy out. And when you do, you only have a short period of time, but you run over, and you're going to find about 5 milk in their inventory, and then you can run back out. And then, unfortunately, even if they come back up and you knock them back down, they're not going to have more milk. So you can, kill them, do whatever you need to do, let them back out, fly away, let them despawn, try to fly another one back in there, and kind of rinse and repeat. Now, if you do happen to do the same thing and bring an alpha in there and take down that alpha by shooting them, or however you're going to do it, you're going to have about 50 wyvern milk. So if you have a whole team, that's going to really feed a lot of dinosaurs. So kind of be prepared for that as well. Now that you know where to get wyvern's milk and how to get it, what you're going to want to do is be aware about how often you're going to need to feed it. So the spoil timers on this is going to be 9 minutes in your player inventory, 36 minutes in your dinosaur's inventory. Now you can double that with the preserving salts as well. Now if you put it in a preserving bin with preserving salts, it's going to last actually over about an hour, maybe even an hour and a half. Also, when the wyverns actually eat the milk, they're going to gain 1,200 food per wyvern's milk. Now, they also will only reach that percentage of their maturation. So whatever percentage they are done maturing is going to be the percentage of their total food that they can actually have. So the further in they are, the more hunger that they're going to have and the less often they're going to eat. So right off the bat, you're going to want to hatch them on a weekend so you have that extra time to feed them quickly, and then later on in the week they're going to need to be fed less often, and it's going to be a lot easier for you. Now the total time is going to need to mature and actually feed them is going to be over 100 hours according to the wiki, so really be aware of that, because that can be quite time consuming. Also, if you have like a tribe, maybe split that time up a little bit to help ease that process for you guys a little bit. So for this video, I hatched one of each of the 3 different kinds of wyverns just to show you guys the different of the aesthetics, and also to tell you a little bit about their benefits and their downfalls. So starting off with the poison dragon here, one of my favorites, looks really, really badass. I really just like the dragon look of the face, got the split tongue, the green, really cool. One of the downfalls is that poison attack, when you pull the left trigger if you're on Xbox or left click on the PC, is just kind of a little bit slow. It doesn't travel super fast, it's hard to hit. If you have any kind of boosted speed rates on your dinosaurs, it's not going to hit them very well. One of the benefits though is if you're raiding a base and they're kind of inside a smaller area, if you spit that poison missile and hit the base, it will actually attack on the inside of the base. Shout out to Fersonis, he kind of shows a video of this. I'll put a link down in the description to his video. It shows how these wyverns can actually attack inside bases. Really great video. But so one of the great benefits of that poison wyvern is that you can actually attack inside that base. Looks really cool, a little bit more accurate with your attacks. Coming up next is we're going to have the fire, like Charizard here. Shout out to Cody for painting this bad boy. He looks amazing. Now the great part about the fire is the duration of the damage afterwards. It has great damage over time. The fire just kind of keeps burning, going out, has a great spread, easy to hit, and also looks great as well. Then if we're talking about the lightning does not actually attack through walls like the poison and the fire wyverns do, but it is by far the easiest one for aerial battles. So if you're chasing down an enemy RG, or if you're attacking another dragon and you're hunting them down a little bit, that wyvern with the lightning is going to nail them from a far distance every time. So definitely really great for those kind of battles. So if you're going to put the time and energy to hatch one, you might as well hatch all 3, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to show that like button some love. Also, if you guys want some more how-to videos, I'm always posting. I usually post weekly. I was just in a car accident, so I got a little bit behind, but don't worry, I'm back, and I'm going to keep posting out these videos like none other. And if you guys have any how-tos you guys want to see, or if you guys want to see another Tribe of Harambe video, leave a comment, leave a like. Somehow let me know that you guys want to see that, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.